Most aid agencies in Dadaab offer food or medicines. Somali refugees themselves offer fragments of dignity. After walking for days, weeks, or sometimes even months, newcomers arrive wearing only rags, no way to start a new life. So now a committee of long-term camp residents are providing clothes. Rahma Ali Hussein is 70. Her sister Fatima Mursal thinks she's 90. Both trudged 2.5 months through the desert to get here. The fresh clothes are a rare moment of pride in a crisis marked otherwise by misery.
We saw no food aid from outside, not a crumb. We had to sneak past Al-Shabaab rebels with our last 2 goats, which we slaughtered along the way to survive.
And so, with each new arrival, Somalia is hollowing out. When the first refugees came to Dadaab in the early 90s, they were middle-class city folk fleeing political violence.
The crisis is different this time around. People who typically stayed behind and looked after their farms are now fleeing.
The UN says it now has enough food for all those running from the crisis. But only about 1/3 of the money it asked for to help farmers stay on their land. It seems donors are willing to pay for tents and emergency food aid to high-profile refugee camps. They're not so keen on less visible donations of pumps, seed, fertilizer and livestock. When they first established Dadaab 20 years ago, it was only ever intended as a transit camp, and the people that came here always expected to go home as soon as it was safe. But the lesson from those first arrivals who are still here is that once you arrive, you're stuck. This is the end of the line. So, with its rural food producers now pouring into this sprawling camp, what began as a temporary fix for Somalia is likely to become a long-term headache.